بسم الله وبالله ومن الله.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be on the noblest of the prophets Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household, his companions, and all those who follow in righteousness to the day of reckoning. I take this opportunity to welcome you to another edition of Ramadan in 10 minutes on RAANOD TV. Ramadan in 10 minutes is supported by Fadi's Beauty Shop. Fadi's Beauty Shop deals in cosmetics and provides skincare service, beauty and personal care. They are located at Okanshi and they can be reached on 0242 919443. Today, we want to learn about another companion of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But let's say that Ramadan, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah said, all the deeds of the son of Adam are for him, except fasting alone, and he rewards it, because someone will abandon his food and his drink for the sake of Allah. So Allah rewards it. There are other things he said in that narration. Maybe in subsequent presentations, I'll look at that also. The most important thing is that it is Allah himself who rewards the one who is fasting. And that is just by way of a reminder. Today, we want to learn from SUHAIB IBN SINAAN Ibn Malik ar-Rumi. Why did they even add ar-Rumi to his name? He was the son of Sinan bin Malik, the former governor of the city of Ubala. You see, there was a time when Suhaib's mother took him and the other siblings to a village called Athani for a picnic. He was barely 5 or 6 years old when this incident took place. They were there and they were attacked by a party of Byzantine soldiers. And when they were attacked, he was snatched from the mother and he was sold on the slave market of the Byzantine Empire. And he passed from one slave master to the other. Fortunately for Suhaib radiallahu anhu, he managed to escape from bondage and headed to Mecca, where he engaged in trade and he prospered. By the time he even got to Mecca, he had forgotten about his Arabic and he could speak the Greek language fluently. And that is how come they added the name ar-Rumi to it, because they thought he was a Roman or he was a Greek. They didn't even know where he had come from. But they know that he was the son of Sinan bin Malik and his name was Suhaib. He went to the house of Al-Arkam, where the Prophet had gathered the few Muslims who had believed and was teaching them Islam. There he found Ammar bin Yasir radiallahu anhu, and he asked Ammar, what brought you here? And Ammar also said, I should ask you what brought you here. Then Suhaib said, I heard Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is here, so I've come to listen to the message he's sharing. And Ammar bin Yasir radiallahu anhu said, I also came here for the same reason. So they both listened to the message of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they both pledged their allegiance to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and embraced Islam at the hands of Muhammad. Just to cut a long story short, when it started happening that the Arabs were persecuting the Muslims who had believed, and they migrated to Abyssinia and later to Medina, Suhaib radiallahu anhu wanted to migrate in the company of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. But the Quraysh people foiled his plan. So on one cold night, Suhaib pretended he had diarrhea, running stomach, because they put some guards around him who were monitoring him. So he would go as if he was attending to nature's call, and he would turn back to his base. Until once when he went, he left all his belongings behind and he didn't come back. So the soldiers who had been placed as guards over him, they realized that Suhaib had escaped and they pursued him. As they pursued him, they met him along the way. And then Suhaib told them that, "Oh, people of Quraysh, I know you are after my life because of my newfound faith. And you can see the bows and arrows that I have. And you know how expert I am when it comes to archery. But if you like, I'll strike a deal with you. Because if you decline the deal, I'll use my arrows on you. And you know that I don't miss my target. I'll kill as many of you as possible. Then I'll use my sword and kill some of you before you can succeed in whatever you want to do. If you like, I'll strike a deal with you. Go back to Mecca. If you go to this place, all my wealth, all my money is there, and take it and let me go." They pondered over it and thought it was a good deal. And they said, "You can go in peace. We'll go and take your wealth." It is in view of this that Quran chapter 2, verse 207 was revealed, where Allah said, "And there is a type of man who gives his life to earn the pleasure of Allah." So Suhaib was the one for whose case or whose reason that particular verse was revealed in the Quran. He decided that he would never give up his faith. He would lose everything that he had just for him to maintain his iman. In addition to his piety and sobriety, Suhaib was generous. He gave all his stipend from the public treasury to help the poor and those in distress. As he lay dying, when Umar bin al-Khattab was about to die, he selected Suhaib radiallahu anhu to lead the Muslims in prayer until a successor was appointed. This should tell you the caliber of person Suhaib was. Someone who was willing to lose everything that he had and was willing to lose his life just to protect his newfound faith, which is Islam. The question is, what are you and I prepared to lose for the sake of Islam? Are we prepared to lose anything for the sake of Islam? He left all his money behind just to migrate in the path of Allah. And even before the people agreed to the deal that he had with them, he told them, "I'll use my arrows and I'll never miss my target. Then I'll use my sword. I'll kill as many of you as possible before you succeed in killing me," meaning that he was prepared to lose his life. And the fact that Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu selected him to lead the Muslims in prayer when he was dead until a new successor was appointed are evidences of the piety of this man. To the extent that when he got to Medina, the Prophet said, "Oh Abu Yahya, your deal was a good deal." Thank you very much for watching this edition of Ramadan in 10 minutes. Ramadan in 10 minutes is supported by Fadis Beauty. Fadis Beauty Shop deals in cosmetics and provides skincare service, beauty and personal care. They are located at Okanshi and they can be reached on 0242 919443. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.